What up guys, Prime here. Yes, today I'm gonna show you my guide to beat the second boss on the Operation Iron Horse. And I will go in depth on all the details. Are you ready? Let's go! What up guys, welcome to another Division 2 video. Thanks for clicking my content, really appreciate it. And we reached 9k subs guys, let's freaking go. Man, I'm so blessed. Thank you all for the positive vibes, for the positive messages and the support guys. Man, 9k, unbelievable. Thank you so much. And today I'm gonna show you my explanation of the boss 2. So the Iron Horse raid second boss. These are our tactics to do it quite easy and in a safe way. I will explain our tactics and after that I will dive into a little bit more in depth in all positions. And our tactic is simple. We use one healer that controls the control room, of course. We use 2 tanks, 2 kiters to make sure to kite the boss around and do everything in the boss room to advance in the encounter. And the rest will be on adds guys, so a DPS build with Unbreakable or even with Tamper Proof to trap the adds at their spawn. We will put 1 DPS guy on A, 1 on B and 2 on the C side, and of course the last one will cover the control room and make sure that the adds won't turn off the power. And we use a call out to do the water vials, so we do it simultaneously, and before we start we always watch every water vial to see to get that up to a 90. Usually it's 2 on A side and 2 on C side, and then when needed, if there is another 15 needed, that A side, the second guy that comes from B side that helps you out, he will turn the third water vial. Whenever the call for water comes, make sure to go for water. Drop everything. Don't just shoot your adds for a couple of seconds and then do it. No, drop everything. Water is your priority at that moment. And after every rocket phase we cool down the boss to make sure that the stacks stay low and doesn't do that much of damage. And then of course if the crucible is filled up to that 100%, we shoot the weak spots, we move the crucible, dump it on there, and with the last water call out we make sure after that we gather up at A and C, because when the cannon is destroyed we can just run in. The control room guy will open A or C first, so one of the kiters can jump out, the group will jump in, do all DPS and just shred the boss. But let's dive into the positions a little bit more in depth. So what do we need to do for corner A? When you walk in, push to the left and you will find corner A. In the middle of the room you will find your water pressure valves right here and right there, and of course 2 Wi-Fi screens. First one is to your left in this room. If you jump over, this Wi-Fi screens open up and the box connected to it to shoot it is all the way in the back and right over here. Shoot this box if that's your symbol. The second Wi-Fi box is right behind you. If this is the symbol you're looking for, make sure to follow it all the way around back to A, and there is your next box. The ad spawns are coming from this door and right behind you, so this door will spawn ads. Mostly they will run to B, but sometimes they will push both sides, but mostly you will need to watch this door right here. The entrance of A is over here, so make sure if you find a rocket, pick it up with square, walk right in. The only thing you have to do is swap your weapon, walk right out. When the kiter from the A side will jump in, he can find a rocket, so he doesn't need to search all the way around in the area for his rocket, and he can just jump right in again. So let's head over to the B side. So what do we need to know about B, guys? When you walk in, the only thing you have to do is turn around and you will see your two Wi-Fi screens. One to the left and one to the right. The one to the right is connected to a fuse box upstairs. You can communicate that with your DPS guy, or if he or she is busy, walk up and shoot the box yourself. The second screen is a little bit more tricky. It's in this corner, but next to that is the ad spawn. So make sure it's clear before you check this screen. If it pops up, walk back, and around this corner you will see the fuse box to shoot. After that, we think this is the best spot to be in. You have an oversight of these ads and frequently turn around to see if ads are coming in your back, because you don't want to get flanked by these shotgunners. Then when they call out the water pressure, just jump down and make sure to get this waterfall right here. If they need more pressure, of course, take this waterfall and the A person will protect you. And let's head over to C, guys, and that's a little bit larger area. So what do we need to know about C, guys? When you walk in, push to the right and you will find two waterfalls on your left side. We didn't use them that much, we only used the two waterfalls in the back of the room. But we have two Wi-Fi screens and two ad spawns. The first Wi-Fi screen is right in this corner. It opens up, walk around, and of course it's connected to a fuse box to shoot, and that's right here. Shoot it if it's that symbol. Your first ad spawn is next to you. That wide door right there will spawn ads. The second Wi-Fi screen is in the corner right over here. When you push up to it, it opens up. Then that fuse box connected to that is in this room. Make sure to shoot it and make sure to watch this door, because yes, that's your second ad spawn of C. That's why we pushed two people into C, because this is a pretty big place. A lot of places to hide, but a lot of places to hide for ads as well. Then we got the two main waterfalls. Make sure that both of you are locked in and ready to go. Switch it over and then forget about the valves and shoot your ads again, because if we do need more water, one of the B side will raise the water up again. So let's head to the control room, guys, and let's see what we need to do there. So this is the control room, guys. As you all know, you need to walk upstairs to come here and make sure to put one in the control room and one outside to worry about the ads. So on your right side you will find the controls for the doors. A door, B door, C door. If you walk back you will see this screen. If somebody is in the little square to go into the room, you will see a little sign that somebody is inside A, B or C or all of them. Then just press the button, hold the button, and then it will open up the door. So let's head over to the 6 screens on the left side, guys, and these are pretty important. These will show you codes and of course the emblems that you need to communicate for the Wi-Fi boxes. And these codes can be communicated to you from somebody inside the main room. I will show you in a second where you can find that code, but it's pretty easy. So watch these 6 screens, guys, and it's a portion of the code that will be called out to you. So it will never be a whole code. So make sure that the code is correct when you communicate the emblems to your teammates. And guys, just say cup instead of crucible. Just say arrow instead of moving, because it's a little bit faster and then we can find the boxes to shoot downstairs. When your teammates did that correctly, the crucible will fill up to that 100% and you can move the crucible. There are some weak points to be shot, but that needs to be done by the team inside the main room, and I will show you in a minute. There needs to be a cooldown phase, so you need to cool down the boss. Turn around and you will find the main file right here. As you heard, we're counting down, so step here, count down, 3, 2, 1, push. You will see the water level rise and just turn this file. It can be turned between 80 and 99, but make sure to not push it above that 99 because the water pressure will be too much and you need to wait a little bit longer. You need to move the crucible all the way above this tray. You can dump a whole bucket of lava over that big cannon there. After that we need to do another water phase, but now we need to focus on the tank itself. So do exactly the same, turn around and then make sure that the water vial is between 80 and 99, turn it on again and then the main room will cool down the rocket. But there is a chance as well that the power goes out, and then one of the ads destroyed a power box outside of this room. There are two power boxes you can see, these are the blue power boxes. So make sure if the power runs out that you clear all the ads and your ad person is on the other side. Count it down, 3, 2, 1 and then turn it, because you need to do it at the exact same time. If you do that correctly, the power comes back again and you can control whole room again. So let's head over to the middle team, guys, and that's gonna be hot. And just like I explained in the beginning, guys, we are using two tanks, one at A and one at C, and we're just letting them in one by one to keep the stacks as low as possible. And your job is to distract the boss, shoot the weak points for the crucible, cool down the boss, shoot rockets on the cannon for the wipe mechanic, and at the end cool down the cannon so you can do some boss DPS. We will always start with C, letting him in first. Why? Because on the A side the first ad that will spawn will drop a rocket launcher for the A side, and it's not on the C side. When you walk in on the C side, above the B door you will see a little LED screen with some arrow codes on it. That will constantly scroll, and that arrow code you need to communicate to the control room. That's the code that the control room can communicate to all the ad guys to shoot the Wi-Fi boxes. When the first code is shot, the boss will spawn and will come up in the middle on a crucible. Make sure to kite him around until the next code pops up, or of course is requested by the control room. If in that case you can of course switch over, just walk out on C and walk in on A. And why are we using two guys? Because we always need to get that aggro, or he will destroy the control room or destroy the glass at the control room. We cannot open the control room anymore, and it's gonna be very hot from the start. Of course that's a tactic as well, but we are leaving it with our a little bit easier and safer method. And just like I said, don't forget to switch over to tankers because you need to cool down. And that's very important because you're building up a damage stack on yourself, and at the moment you walk out of that little square, so the little room, you need to step out of it, you will cool down. It's very quickly, it will go from 10 stacks a second if I'm not mistaken, and then jump in again so you can give the other kiter also the time to cool down. When you hear an alarm sound, this means that the wipe mechanic turns on, and that's the big cannon in the middle, and the only thing you have to do per wipe mechanic is just shoot 2 rockets on the cannon. If you do that correctly, the alarm will stop, and of course the wipe mechanic will be stopped as well. And then the boss has his own wipe mechanic as well. He does a big beam of fire, but you can stop it. You can shoot his backpack, but you need to make sure to shoot him both or do a lot of DPS because it takes a while to take it down. Or of course just jump back into your little square, your cubicle, to get into that main room and you're safe for the boss wipe. And usually after our rocket phase we will use a cooldown phase, just spray the boss. If you hear the control room call out the water pressure, make sure both tanks are in the boss room and make your way to the water cannons in the left and right side corner of the map. And make sure to avoid the black rocks on the ground because they're hot and they will hurt you. And then the only thing you have to do is just spray the boss to cool him down. This makes sure that his stacks, his damage stacks will lower, and it's a little bit easier to survive in the room that way. And if your team shot all the code, so all the Wi-Fi screens up to that 100% for the Crucible, we can move it right now. But just like I explained in the control room, that we need to shoot some weak spots. And those weak spots are connected to the Crucible and on the rails to move the Crucible. So make sure to shoot down those weak spots and then move the Crucible above the cannon and dump that lava on there. After that, we need to do one more water phase. So make sure that both of your tanks are cooled off and then let them walk in both again. Do the water pressure again. Make sure that you are mounted on the water cannon and then spray the cannon. So not the boss, spray the cannon. This will destroy the wipe mechanic. After that, we need to take out the boss. So make sure that a team is on the A side and on the B side, or wherever you want to enter the room. We are using, just like the kiters, A and C. So make sure a team of A runs in, shoots the boss, and that moment C comes in and then aggro the boss until he's down, guys. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole in-depth explanation of taking out the second boss. I know it took a lot of time, it took me a lot of time to make this for you, but I hope this will help you understand it a little bit more and finally beating this annoying boss. But that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to smash that like button and hit that subscribers button. And of course the notification bell. PurePrime out!